Welcome to Gamers Rise Up on Extremely.live. We are the foremost gaming culture podcast on planet Earth. I am Micah Rock and Roll. I am here with your co-hosts, Millicent Osnes and Samuel Schild, looking fabulous. Two of the sexiest gamers in the biz.
Yeah.
Gaming hack. If you run out of your comb or your annoying partner takes it, you can go ahead and use forks to comb your hair.
And
they can be lightly used, and then all that gunk, that buildup is gonna.
It's true.
Manifest itself right there.
Oh my God.
So
This is classic white man stealing something a mermaid made up and then coining it for himself. Saying,
Jeez,
Sam. This. God.
Now, I committed a gamer sin today, which is
shit.
I took a shower. And normally I abstain from this type of activity because I think it's for fascists and finance bros. But the thing that happened was the stench got to be so bad that my crevices were starting to look a little bit green, and red. So I had to bite the bullet. And you know what? This is all really thanks to capitalism that I had to get under those oppressive deeds. So I just, if any of you guys out there are stinking and letting it kind of get caked and you're able to push past the discomfort, I salute you. I applaud you.
Yeah. True heroes.
Well, there's that, because there's some point where you smell so bad you stop smelling it because you're too close. But then you get to another level of where you start smelling it. And then at that point, you know that every single person on the subway car knows it's you and is sitting far away. Like you're taking a nap on a bench, but you're just sitting there.
Yeah.
I've been there, and I've seen you on the train, and you do smell, and everybody's talking about it.
I don't know, Melisande, if you've ever done this move where if I'm wearing short pants or something where I can get a little crotch exposure. I'll go from my typical kind of gay man sitting legs like this, and then I'll go full man spread. And open it up, and that creates like a force field of gunk and stench.
Yeah, it does create waves to where one, women can see your dick and they can smell it. And I don't think that it's as hot as you think it is.
And I'm not trying to expose my cock here. I'm not trying to, sexually assault anyone on the train. This is more of a stench release.
I call that wife hunting. When you're out hunting for a wife.
Right.
He's looking for a waifu.
Yeah, waifu.
Well, in this instance, sometimes it's used as just kind of to let everybody know that I'm taken because they can smell, my partner emanating from my crotch area. So they smell like, oh man, he's dating someone Polish. He's taken.
No. It surprises us every day.
I just think that slime and gunk go kind of unappreciated, kind of under the radar in our world today. I think all this minimalism and cleanliness should be replaced with, things like this.
I'm glad you had that.
Sam showed the camera a dirty sock, I believe. A slime sock?
Just because his foot is disgusting and not any other reason. It's not crusty, audience, just so you know.
I usually goon just straight into the air. I like watching it fall back down.
It's called a goon fountain. You're into goon being a goon fountain.
Yeah, goon fountain. I like hearing the pitter patter it makes on my
Oh my
on my
God.
bed sheet.
Yeah.
It's like a Simon and Garfunkel song.
You're creating stalactites from your ceiling of just
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
This is making me feel better because I don't shower a lot, but I know that I at least am not the worst smelling of this podcast.
You don't do squirt fountain.
No,
Squirt.
no. Well, ladies don't work that way. Unless I really learn
They
how
don't?
to do a cool handstand, not gonna happen.
Right.
There's a lot more acrobatics that go into jizzing on the ceiling.
True.
Yeah.
And also I heard that squirt, like girls who squirt, it's actually just kind of pee.
Don't tell people that. You're betraying your sisters.
Sorry, girls.
Right.
Get that
You
shit
really-
under control.
You're fucking with feminism here. You're
Yeah.
fucking with the movement.
All right, never mind. It's hot. And
The third wave
It's hot and
is
it's real.
squirt. It's not piss. The third wave is squirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is grapefruit flavored.
I
Wait,
would
what
love
wave
to
are we
have
on? Is it the third?
Fourth.
No,
Fourth? Fourth wave.
Isn't it the fourth?
is fourth
it-
with the vagina hats.
Yeah.
Feminist?
Yeah, it started with the pink pussy hat. That was the next wave.
Oh god, I'd like to do like a MoMA PS1 screening of like absurd squirt porn, where it's just like, you know, the ones where the guys are like down there eating the pussy and it's just like spraying into their face like a fountain. There's like,
Oh my god.
I'd like to do that and then have an interview with the porn stars after, like a Q&A. They have like tweed jackets on and like cool glasses. I think that'd be cool.
That's
is
your
good.
version. Your vision of what women who squirt are is just stoners.
The screening could be about interrogating that. You know, it could be about, you know, having a real conversation. You know,
I bet you could get this funded. There's someone in New York City who would pay to have that made.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of people, I'm sure, that would have a lot of money for a video of weed girls squirting.
Mhm. Yeah,
Got to put out a casting call, Sam.
yeah. Go on. What is it? Go on the
Craigslist.
casting websites. Craigslist. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Craigslist post trying to do MoMA PS1 screening about sport. Does anybody have connections to MoMA PS1 or girls that can really score? Prerequisites: you have to be hairless and hot, and you cannot smell.
I can only smell.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I smell really good, and then you show up, and it's just
A total stink factory.
by association,
Yeah.
just standing in the same room. They come out smelling
Have
awful.
a yellow
you-
tinge to them afterwards.
There's
Did
this
you-
smoke cloud.
You guys, on the subject of stink, did you guys see the fucking video I sent of like the gamer fragrance thing that IGN was selling?
I've seen that before. I knew what it was from the icon. I didn't actually open it, but I've seen that a while ago. That was going around. Of
It's-
like, yeah. Go ahead, explain it.
Yeah, it's this fucking, it's like a thing that you put by your gaming station or wherever you game, your gooning cave, basically. And it like releases like nice smells to combat the natural gamer stench.
Oh, I thought it was like, all right, this is something different then, because the thing I saw was like a smell-o-vision type, like peripheral where you hook it up and like it when you shoot your gun, it like blasts like gun smoke smell and stuff like that. This is like to mask
God.
gamer stink.
And that's what I mean, granted, I watched about 3 seconds of the video, but I'm assuming, I mean, if that's what you're describing sounds cool.
Yeah, that's the thing
Yeah.
I thought.
Oh
it
no,
was.
this is smelling a video game. Yeah, okay, so it actually
Why?
is slightly less pathetic. But
Okay, no, good, because we're just enabling men to be worse
Yeah.
yeah.
at this point, and we're not like, can we just
And
have a
women,
PSA?
Millicent. We're on the fourth wave here. Women can
No,
stink and
women.
play video games too.
So,
Sure.
so
But I mean, we're even capitalizing on the fact that we take baths, though.
True.
By
yeah.
selling our bathwater, we're advertising
This is
that
true.
at least we're
You know what? You're right. I need to
semi-clean.
be quiet and listen and learn, and I apologize.
Exactly. I think
Right,
that the
right.
new wave of feminism is a bunch of women that can't agree on whether we should hate men or love them and get them into
Mhm.
therapy. Because it's
Yeah.
like, I see a lot of both.
Yeah. There is
And
like a micro culture war going on with that.
yeah, and then whether we should like accept people that aren't white cis women. And we're really struggling with that one. We can't
Mhm.
seem to get on the same page, and I really think that's not a good look for us.
I think, just give it time. It'll all be solved in the TikTok comment section.
That's right. And you know
Exactly.
who's at the tip of the spear of that microculture war?
Hmm.
Me.
Sam
Yeah.
instigating
Sam
it.
Schild. Yeah. Like spreading misinformation online, creating
He's
fake
catfishing.
trans lurker accounts
Oh,
to
God.
really get into conversation. I was just gonna say, if they're making this smell-o-vision thing for games, then is it gonna smell like horse shit in Skyrim?
I
Like,
think there
that's-
are bad smells.
Probably a lot.
It's
But from
fucking
what I
pretty
recall.
cool. See, that's dope. I thought. I thought
He thought it was like an air freshener
Yeah.
for
Honestly,
shut-ins.
I wish.
And it's so funny because to interpret it that way is hilarious because the first 3 seconds of the video is some IGN host, just some like schluppy guy with a beard being like, smell that? It's pretty good, isn't it? Isn't that a good
Zelda
alternative?
pussy.
Isn't that a good alternative to your toe jam?
My
Like,
presence. Oh my god.
Oh,
Ay, ay, ay. This is a regular theme on the show, gamer stink. It really
Yeah.
it's certainly a thing. Oh, my
I
mean-
like, yeah.
It's because we're reminded of it every day.
yeah.
Mhm.
When I
When
look in the
we walk
mirror.
into when I
Down-
walk into the bathroom and the shower starts talking to me.
Right.
It says,
When
"Go
I
get
wa-
in me."
When I look down and the shower water is black. I remember I used to go to McDonald's every weekend. When I would get lunch there because I would be spending most of the day at the comic book store, and then I would go to McDonald's to get like a fucking McDouble or something. I had the metabolism of like a super villain, so I was still like skinny as shit, but I was a dirty, grubby little bastard. And I remember my brother was with me at one point, and I grabbed like a McDonald's cup, and there was condensation on it, and I set the cup down. My brother goes, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "What? What is it?" He's like, "The condensation on your cup is black." My grubby fucking
Oh my
fingers.
god.
Oh my god.
And then I was like, "Oh shit!" Because I was holding a first edition of like Civil War #3, and I realized I left a big black like fish fillet stain.
Oh no. Just a bunch of oil stains because Sam doesn't know how to wash his hands.
Oh,
God,
we
you
should
put
make
a-
essential gamer oils where we take the
Yeah.
oils from
We're
different
Essential
gamers.
Yeah, we could extract it from my belly button. You know?
What is the smelliest part of your body?
I think it's.
And you can't
belly
say
button's
private
pretty
parts.
bad.
I
Belly
think belly
button's
button's
pretty bad.
pretty gross.
Ahead of the
Look.
cock after 3 days no shower. So there's
Yeah.
a stink to
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh
Taint.
yeah.
Taint,
I mean-
yeah.
The cock only really gets gross if you like have sex and then don't shower. Then it gets to
True.
some really smelly territory. but the belly button is like foul. Like
Yeah, this is true.
I've been pranked many a time by mischievous friend
Oh,
sticking his finger under my
Oh,
nose as I'm
God.
sleeping after they had just been rooting around in
it's
there.
so
Oh my God.
disgusting.
Have you
hmm
ever, because when I had gauges in my ears, that shit smells nasty. That's
Whoa,
belly button, but for your ears.
I could
Yeah,
imagine.
That shit's
yeah.
I
gross.
didn't know you used to have gauges.
Yeah, my ears still have like too big of a
What?
hole.
You were like a
Oh
whole alt
wow.
girl?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I had a big punk phase, and I went up to the size where they're like, it probably will close if you take it out.
No
Didn't.
dice.
No,
What
so now for
stopped?
all of my earrings, I have to have like a thick back so it doesn't just fall out.
Whoa.
Wait, what stopped the phase? What? How'd you get out of the gauges?
Um, I think when I realized ska punk wasn't as cool as I thought it was.
Mm, okay, okay.
Um, or when I broke up with the trombone player of a ska band.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, because I went through,
That's when the fourth wave of feminism started. Right there.
exactly.
Yep,
Right
yep.
after the third wave of ska.
Melisande used to be a stage dancer for the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Yeah, I actually was that fat guy, just in a suit.
Damn.
I saw them.
Uh,
You want to know one of my main brags is I think the first time I did cocaine was with Real Big Fish.
Oh,
holy
that's
shit.
awesome.
It's honestly sick as hell.
Damn.
I wish. What was?
I never had to
you
knock
probably
on
can't-
wood, but I did a line with Real Big Fish.
That's. I wish I could. I wish you had some record of like the first thing one of them said after they took a bump. Because I mean, I just can't even imagine what they talked about, like Tony Hawk or I don't know.
Yeah.
What. Yeah, it probably was memorable.
I just remember one of the girlfriends was really adamant about teaching me how to get those X's because I was still underage. To get the X's off my hands and how to flirt with a guy so he'll buy me a drink.
That's a life
You just
skill.
take a wire brush and just scrub it out.
Well, actually, Kitty's is pretty easy. Just bring some hand sanitizer.
Smart.
Yeah.
This is smart. For all you underage girls, listen up.
You're welcome.
If you want to learn how to get a drink from a guy at a pop punk show,
All you have to do is actually ask.
If you want to create a situation where 10 years down the road you destroy a man's life on Instagram, this is how to do it.
I mean, honestly, you will be the only girl at that punk show, and if you aren't, the only straight girl.
Mhm.
Because
Interesting.
I got propositioned much more often than my boyfriend. We were like, wow, that girl's really checking you out. And he's like, yeah, well, I'll just go get a drink. And then she'd come over and start touching my arm. And it's like, wow, are you into roller derby?
Are you 15 yet?
And so many threesome proposals.
Oh, boy.
I've never felt so hot when like a 30-year-old woman is like, my husband over there thinks you're great. And I'm like, he saw the X's on my hands.
Oh, God.
There's a very small window where this is okay.
It's fine. His wife co-signed.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You've got 4 years, right? 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
3 years for it to be all right. And those are, well, I guess they're over 18 shows usually.
You know, I never got
18
into
plus.
any kind of a music scene. I never had that whole experience of like,
Didn't you play drums in the church band?
yeah.
That's a music scene.
So what the
God.
fuck are you talking
I
about?
take it back. I participated in the most important music scene of all. The one our almighty Father appreciated.
Yeah, we had a zine. It's called the Bible. Okay?
It's called those $100 bills that are actually just advertisements
Yeah.
for the Lord,
A
That's
secret.
right,
which
baby.
is just like not a way to make friends.
Yeah, it's always a disappointment. You got to do, yeah. You
God is
gotta
into
leave a
gaslighting.
secret 100 in something, and then they'll be excited about God instead of
Wait,
disappointed.
Michael, when did the homeschooling end?
I was homeschooled right
Never.
up until senior year of like high school. I went to high school. I went to an actual
Damn.
school for a semester and a half. I like
Oh,
started.
shit.
I started like halfway through the first semester of my senior year. I was dry heaving in my parents' bathroom. I was so fucking nervous to be around
Yeah.
other people.
So that seems like a kitty being homeschooled and then like all the way up until senior year seems like it could be like amazing, like a fire, like an amazing fuel for just to be like a horrible bully for that last year. Or was it not? What can you talk about that experience? Or what?
Mhm.
I had met a handful of people who went to the school through like part-time jobs, so I had like sort of a friend circle there before I even got there. So that was helpful, you know. Wasn't going in completely blind. But like first day, I was like a total psycho. I was like running down the halls and like doing flying karate kicks at people. And like
Oh
my
my
friends were like,
God.
Micah, we don't do stuff like that in school.
Micah, that's
Like,
not okay.
yeah, like they were like trying to make sure I like was not a fucking
Humble
freak.
child.
But it went pretty good. There's only one dude who would like fuck with me, and then we ended
And
up.
he's dead now.
Yeah, he's fucking dead. No, I wasn't the bully. I fit in with a lot of different like circles of people there that like didn't necessarily like each other. So yeah, I've always been pretty good at just getting along with people. So wasn't a
It's
bad
nice-
experience.
It's nice to know that the kid who spent his life in homeschool had more of a social group than you, who went through a public school the entire time.
Do you
Sorry,
I had three
Melisande.
friends that barely liked me.
Well, that's
They just
high
didn't
school,
understand
that's
your genius, Melisande.
Exactly.
right. That's right.
And
I
I
feel
was
like-
yelling "fuck you" to a lot of them.
Yeah.
That's
was
genius.
mentally
That is
ill.
a sign of genius.
That's a sign of
Exactly.
genius.
They'd be like, "Melissa, maybe calm down," and I'd be like, "Fuck you." We're going home.
I love how like it could be like this. I didn't see a lot of bullying happening when I was growing up, but I love how in film and TV the bullies are always like extreme
Yeah.
evil
Like
bastards.
sadistic
in-
psychopaths.
yeah, like
instead of just
in
calling
It.
you over and over again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like in it, the reboot or whatever. Like in the first one, they like the girl's like, "Are you smoking in here, you fucking whore?" And then they like pour water into the trash can and then pour the wet trash on top of this girl like, in the stall. And it's just like, God damn, did that shit really? I mean, I'm sure it must have transpired
No.
because
No,
But I
they
don't-
just spread rumors that the girl was pregnant.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
more like mind games.
Yeah,
only
I mean, girl bullying is hardcore psychotic.
I have
They'll
seen
ruin
girls
you.
like fist fighting each other in that short time I was in a public school. There were girls like
Yeah.
fucking with each other so hard that they eventually just start punching each other. I
Yeah.
never saw any like dudes fighting like that. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, the dudes are always
Yeah.
just like open mouth kissing. Constantly everywhere. It's so weird.
That was a
That-
suck fest. It was a total suck fest.
They turned into bonobos, just started fucking in the courtyard.
Kids today are like UFC fighters. Like they in school, I read something about like how COVID, the desocialization could be a contributing factor, but these motherfuckers, it's hands on sight, and they like really fuck each other up. Like on Reddit, you'll see a fight video, and you'll hear some kid off to the side being like, "Watch your hands, get your hands up!" Like, shouting like
Oh God.
he's like a coach.
Like
Yeah.
a referee.
It's like fucking Mickey from Rocky or something on the
God.
side, like
That's
giving you advice.
insane.
They're both like 11 years old, but
I
it was
always
not like that
thought-
when I was growing up.
No, I always thought bullying was just in the movies because I just went to a stoner school where everybody was just like a little too high to give a shit. And I don't know if any bullying took place because I was like so bullyable that I think that if bullies existed in that school, I would know. Because I wasn't cute. I was wearing like skirts over jeans. I was a weird kid. And no one said, like, people would defend me. Like,
Yeah.
So but I really do think that it was probably just the fact that it was Boulder, Colorado, and everyone was stoned.
Yeah.
The only real fighting going on was the fight club I formed. Not joking. I formed a...
Micah was the bully. Oh my God.
I was gonna
No,
ask
it was
you about
all
this.
above board. We had gloves. It was sanctioned.
There was like a moment like that in my high school where there was like people were fighting outside on a tarp. But that was right around the time of like the Kimbo Slice videos, so I think it was kind of
same.
inspired by that.
Yeah, totally.
Or not,
Slice.
I don't think it was
forgot all
right
about
around
that,
that.
dude.
Oh my God, incredible! I just.
It was like a
That
combination
fighting, I mean-
for my situation. It was like a combination of, yes, that was going around the Kimbo Slice type. Mel-san, Kimbo Slice was just a guy who like would challenge people to fights on the street. Like,
Okay,
I think
cool.
he
Thank
eventually
you for
became a real
cluing me
boxer, if I recall. I can't
He
remember.
had some brief like moment of like legitimate fame, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
But there was that. There was like bum fights was another thing that was going on. Jackass was in its height of popularity in CKY before Jackass. And then people like me, watched Fight Club at the age of 16 and was like, this is the coolest thing in the world. And like actually formed their own Fight Club.
And started talking to themselves. They were
Yeah.
like, I think I have schizophrenia.
They start just doing like general terrorism, like in the movie, like just like generalized Hollywood terrorism of like we burned a smiley face into the side of the building, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Because guess what? We aren't always so happy and smiling.
I'm
can we
saying
just talk
F
about-
you to the system.
I know that Joker is like people like this film. It's like very popular, but just briefly, the line he says right before he shoots De Niro is just. It sounds like it was written by like. I don't know, like a 10th grade kid who like his parents do math, like not the brightest. Like literally, it's. Do you know what you get when you mix a mentally ill loner with a society that treats them like trash? And it's just like, it sounds like something that the kid with the meth-addled parents spent like 3 days after school in his teacher's like literature class, like
Yeah,
with the
writing in a
teacher
little notebook.
who like kind of took a special interest in him because he's clearly very troubled and fucked up, but
and
kind
he's
of
gonna
knows.
be the next shooter, and he's like,
Yeah.
I just gotta keep an eye on this one.
It's like he's not Picasso, he's not a prodigy, but I gotta protect him from the outside world. I just think that's so funny that people see that, and he won like best actor. What? I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It is wild. It
I'm
was even
sorry.
crazier to me that like before that movie was coming out, there were so many like news stories like preparing people for like angry white male violence that will erupt
Yeah.
because of Joker.
Yeah.
Like what?
God,
fucking...
we're already there.
Like, who watches like the
Prepare
guy?
us for
it's-
what reality?
Yeah. We have to prepare for BLM, but with white guys this time.
You guys have to prepare for a movie that Todd Phillips, great friends with Brian Callen, thinks is really weird and dark and alternative. It's like, buckle up, folks. This one's going to be wild.
Oh my God. I will say, in Joker's defense, I was entertained. I can't pretend I wasn't entertained by that film.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for sure. But I just thought that part was so funny.
That
Also,
line is like, and here's the super simple thesis statement. Like, it's like,
yeah. I just thought
in conclusion,
like a 5-paragraph essay.
Yeah, this is true. I do agree.
I really like English class because, like, my mom is always asleep, and so is my dad, and they're on meth. So it's kind of like English class because it makes me not think about that kind of shit. Todd Phillips is like, I just met the most intelligent fucking human being.
Oh God.
He's trying to get a picture with me because of The Hangover 2 outside of In-N-Out.
He's really into Clockwork Orange.
We're going to kill this kid, and we're going to take his spec script, and we're going to turn our fucking careers around, Brian.
Oh
Alan.
my God. I have to say, I'm really not interested in this sequel.
Oh, yeah.
It felt
Boy,
like
there's
that
a
was of a
sequel?
time, and I don't want to go revisit that time. Yes, there's a Joker sequel with Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, and I guess it's like a jukebox musical where they play
What?
like
So
pop
they made
music
something
and-
bad worse.
Yeah, apparently.
I guess so.
But
And
isn't
you know-
that kind of the way they go
This is
What-
true.
with the superhero movies?
You know what's a funny connection is Todd Phillips, good Lady Gaga. I feel like probably because they worked together or not because they worked together, but Lady Gaga worked with that guy who was Maestro. Why can't I
Oh,
think of his name?
yeah. I can't fucking think of his name either, but yes.
He's in A Star Is Born, right?
Right.
So is Lady Gaga. He's also in The Hangover. So Todd's like,
So Todd, hit up.
He's
what
got the
fuck's his
Gaga
name?
connect.
Is it Matthew something? No. Whatever. Who
Yeah.
cares? Famous guy.
Bradley Cooper.
There you go.
Cooper.
There you go. Yeah, that's
I
interesting.
imagine they were just having dinner one night, and Bradley's like, "Dude,
Do you think
It's Lady
Gaga would be
Gaga.
interested?
You're like, I'm telling you, Todd, this Lady Gaga girl is amazing." Okay. As if like no one's heard of her.
Yeah, he's like learning of Lady Gaga for the first time. Wait a minute. She wore a suit. She wore a dress out of meat. Okay, this is totally female Joker.
I was looking at Google images of her live concerts. I think this movie is going to be even weirder the second time around, Todd. I'm telling you, for a Dave and Buster's, I'm telling you, Todd, your next, you have to do this.
That'd be awesome.
he's
If,
Talking about
playing.
their projects together.
be awesome if all the big Hollywood deals went down at a Dave and Buster's.
They're all
think,
doing that dance game,
Yeah, DDR.
just like sweating. I'm telling you, next big movie.
DDR the movie, Dance Dance Revolution the movie.
I've
Now-
watched
now
it.
you're
I love
cooking.
that game.
Now you're cooking.
feel like it's at this point where even the dumbest stuff just seems like it already is real. Like you say DDR
Yeah.
the movie, and I'm like, haven't I seen a trailer for that? But
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
It is
think
absurd.
I have, but
It is.
I do like that the first reference to a game we've made in our gaming podcast is 30 minutes in and it's DDR.
This is true. That's all your faults. I played a game. I can talk about it if you want. I
Yeah.
can go off. I can go
Did you-
off, King.
go on.
So remember I was talking about that NieR Automata game that it wouldn't save and I was getting frustrated?
Yeah.
I take it all back. I take it all back. I get why they did it, because I finally, after like 5 or 6 tries, kind of finally got the move set burned into my brain and kind of figured out to a certain extent the boss patterns and shit. And that first level, when you take on what I thought was the boss, turns out it's just the boss's arm, and then the boss rises out of the ground, and it's this huge monster.
God.
The feeling of anxiety is so high, because you're like, if I fuck it up, I got to start from the beginning. And then the feeling of absolute achievement when you destroy this boss, like a super cinematic, you rip off the boss's arm and smash him with it. It's so awesome. It's so fun.
Micah did jizz on the ceiling.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
It was the most exhilarating gameplay experience I've had in a long time. I get it, guys. 2B, the character 2B is not only absolutely beautiful and sexy, she's so smart and intelligent, and she's such a good friend to 9S, the other robot, the boy robot, and she's amazing. I can't wait to watch porn of her later.
And then oh god.
No, but it's fun. It is fun. I get it.
I'm proud.
I get it. Game's a little janky.
With that impression.
The game is a little wonky. They're like, I'm so used to Nintendo polished products, greatest game design on planet Earth. So when I play like a third party, it's like there's like a half-second delay for every button input. Just feels weird. But once you get over that kind of shit, it's also like 10 different kinds of games crammed into one, which is super weird. There's like sections where you're like in a plane, like doing side-scrolling shooting and shit. And then it goes into like Devil May Cry style combat later on. Super weird all over the place. But it is a fun game. I give the nerds their due. Enjoying. That's the only game I played. Oh, and Star Fox 64. Fired that up. Amazing. Still great.
Incredible.
That's my report to the class.
I have just started playing this incredible game called Cloud Meadow.
What is this?
No, it's a joke. It is a anime sex game.
Oh.
Which I found when I was making the video we did, where I wanted there to be a funny online anime sex game.
The one I keep seeing, I think, is a PG-13 thing, but it's called Isekai Slow Life. Have you seen these ads? I think it's a waifu game where like the girls are all like super into you.
I'm not the target audience. I don't get these.
Yeah.
Although I do get the opposite of like a peasant girl who gets the prince. And there's like 4 princes, and they're all like really hot in their own way. It's essentially the same shit, just with dudes. And like, awesome. But they don't get big bulges, which is really what I'm looking for in a game.
You're looking for some bulge core.
Yeah.
No cock.
Some stinky bulge.
No money.
No cock, no money.
No cock, no cash, baby.
What were you actually playing, Sam?
Well, there's been some pretty interesting developments in our Minecraft world.
Ooh.
I think you guys. Well, I mean, we know, but the viewers don't know.
That's true.
I finished my rail system.
Sam built an insane rail system.
You guys are like my parents, and I'm your mentally challenged son. Sam built this incredible. Let's just say I made a giant rail and get us to this other part of the map. We built a new house.
This rail system is what happens when you take a mentally ill person and put him into Minecraft.
A mentally ill loner. Oh my God, yeah. So we've just been exploring the gapers, getting in those gapers.
Yeah, gapers is what we
yeah.
call good caves in Minecraft.
In
A real gaper.
gapers,
We gotta
absolute
start our own
gapers.
dictionary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, couple just been getting into some absolute gapers.
It was fun though. We had a
been-
nice little run the other night.
I've been really kind of obsessing about it. I made us a bee farm.
Ooh,
And
I
it took
a lot
gotta
of
log
time.
in. I haven't seen any of
because
this.
I've done some changes.
Nice.
So I made a bee farm, which is very nice. I got stung so many times and I killed so many bees before I got it ready. But it's there, and all of our farm is gonna grow so fast because these goddamn bees.
The bees help the
sacrifices.
crops. Smart.
The sacrifices Melisande makes for our
I
community.
know.
It's
And
amazing.
then I got so obsessed with killing an Enderman. Is it
Ooh.
Enderman or Enderman? Because
I
Enderman sounds
think.
kind of
I
like
think
your friendly
honestly for them,
neighbor.
I think both of those options are slurs for them.
Yeah. Okay. Should I just call them the big, tall, black guys?
I think you call them slinkers.
That you're scared to look at. Well, there's the clip I'm pulling for social media.
No. But no, I made a long, elaborate tunnel.
Whoa.
And it's so many trial error. I died so many times because I kept trying to get these fuckers because I'm like really into it. I got 2 Enderman whatevers, so
Yep.
you're welcome.
Ender
But-
pearls.
Yeah, and so here, all right.
Oh,
I
you
wish
get
I
like
could
an
have a
item when you kill
diagram.
them?
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was possible. That's fucking cool.
So what it says online is like 3 blocks up, right? You build the 3 blocks up.
It's 2. If you have anything above your head, they can get underneath 3 blocks, but not 2. But so then I wanted to mass kill all of these guys because it's like I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
And so I made this whole trial and error. I got obsessed. This took so many hours, and it was
This
just
is
me dying.
this is what Israel's been thinking lately. I just want to try and mass kill all of these guys. They've honestly been going through a similar creative process.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So I'll show you how it went. So first, this is a cross section. I did like 3 blocks like this, and then I made like a little tunnel right here. So then essentially we can just stand here and snipe all these guys. Like all of the bad guys. If you can see.
For those interested, go to YouTube's the Extremely Live YouTube account. You can see Melisandre's Enderman trap.
Yeah, so then like the Enderman too tall, and you just kind of stab them.
Oh.
But then fucking baby zombies, they're just 1 block high. So when I was just like chilling out, these baby zombies came through because they're the only things that'll fit through the hole. And so then I was like, well, fuck that. And so I put another block, one of those half wood blocks, and I put that here. So now we just have a very thin little layer for all of our...
This is genius.
Yeah, and I made a really long tunnel. And there's like a little part of the tunnel that has like some food and some
So you
other
built us a
things.
murder bunker.
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
then I went up and I made a bunch of towers so you could find the Enderman, make eye contact with them, but there's still blocks above your head. But you can also snipe from it, which is very fun. I did a lot of that. And so then like you make eye contact and then they'll like get mad. And then you just get down to the ground level and like
That's
knee
so,
them.
really
Like just like cut
so
their knees
awesome.
a lot.
You should
Yeah,
change
so-
your username to the IDF. I mean, come on.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
No.
No, yeah, that. So farming specifically the Endermans?
But everybody. But you gotta be careful because if you get too close to the wall, then a creeper will come and blow you up.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Dang.
I also made it so that the light. This is like the most crazy. And so I made it so that the torches were just deep enough in the ground to where people wouldn't spawn in our tunnel, but they would spawn right outside of our tunnel. So then, like, because the torches were making it so the bad guys wouldn't come near us. But so I made the torches like 4 blocks down, so it wouldn't let anybody spawn, but it would still let guys come close.
This right here, this is proof that we are real fucking gamers, okay?
Exactly.
To all those haters out there who think we don't talk enough about video games on Gamers Rise Up, it's because we go in deep on the games we love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we pay Melisande to do all the difficult stuff in our games because neither of us have half the intellect to be able to come up with some crazy shit like this.
Yeah.
This is
You just pay
sick.
Melisande, she'll play your PS4 for you, and
This is
I
making
will.
me wish Minecraft was an MMO. I think it'd be pretty fun if it was crawling with
would.
strangers.
yeah,
Right? But then they would ruin it.
your
They'd
shit.
blow it up because they know I'm a girl.
Well,
See, that's-
there's if they do that, you got to have a way to like lock in your block of like where your stuff is or something.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll do it if that happens.
Yeah.
And if there's like a button where it's a hate crime to hurt me. As long as those 2 things are set up, I'll do it.
I'm gonna get some legislation passed just for you, Melisande.
Okay, good. I mean, other girls fuck other girls. I don't give a shit. But if it's me, I don't want to die.
straight up.
That's the new feminism.
Yeah.
Just protect Melisande. Because she's sensitive.
The new wave.
All she wants to do is build blocks.
The final wave.
Yeah, but sometimes I get too cocky and I'm like, I could look at this Enderman and get under the tunnel quick enough. And I've
No.
died so many times because of it.
Damn. They're tricky.
Yeah.
Tricky enemy.
But I got him.
So, speaking of, this is a weird segue. I saw some Minecraft street art out earlier, or last night. There is a off the Jefferson L stop. There is a parking lot. Whoa! There's a parking lot that has a painting of a creeper with holding a "Hug Me" sign, which I thought was funny.
Aww, that's cute.
And I saw this while I was out postering for the first time ever.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wheat paste and everything, like Shepherd Fairy. It was pretty cool. I have a art poster and a ad for my comic book Orange Flavor, and I went out and postered all over the Jefferson to Myrtle Wyckoff kind of L strip there. And
awesome.
it was
Holy
super
shit.
fun. I've never done it before. And today I went and like did some recon to see like how they fared. So here's some lessons I've learned for all you budding street artists out there. Here's what I learned. If a wall is perfectly clean, that means there's someone who's eagle-eyed keeping it that way, because I put up 2 posters on like a perfectly clean wall. I'm like, oh wow, so much great real estate. I can't believe.
Canvas.
Yeah, and fucking gone. Less than 24 hours, torn down, gone.
Yeah.
But there are super clean walls that have like one tag or like a couple tags, and that's your signal. That just means nobody's gotten to it yet. So get your poster up there. You'll still be around. That tag is your signal that nobody's keeping a close eye on that wall. I mean, they do sometimes,
they did just
obviously.
recently paint it.
Exactly.
Like new ownership or something.
Exactly. Now there are some exceptions to that rule. Off the Myrtle Wyckoff, there was absolutely nothing on this brick wall. I slapped up 4 posters, still there. I don't know. I'm crazy.
You are the tag.
Exactly. I was the first tag on that one. But I'm very proud to say that I went around today, and multiple spots people peeled the art poster off to keep and take and left the ad up. So I'm like, oh shit, people
sick.
like my art.
That's
this is awesome.
That's fucking incredible, man.
Yeah, I was
That's
super
great.
psyched
Damn.
about that. So I guess I'm a street artist now, bro. Regular Shepherd Fairy.
I'm so
Was
proud
it,
of you. I gotta go look up. Go on a little walk.
Yeah, they're around. You'll see them.
What was it like using that paste?
The paste is surprisingly easy.
Did you buy wheat paste?
So I got some kind of. I asked a friend who he used to poster all around, and he recommended this. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's basically wallpaper paste or something close to it.
Oh, cool.
It was pretty cheap,
That's smart.
although supposedly you can just mix flour and water and it works. And so I might try that.
That's what
next
I
time.
always did, but
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit
Not
less.
as good,
it's
or
probably weaker. I don't know, because
I see.
when I was doing it, I think it's easier to take off.
Gotcha.
But I was doing it in Boulder, where people are pretty pristine about things.
Right.
So I
Well,
would just put it up, and then a week later it'd be taken down.
I will say the spots where it got taken down are perfectly clean, so they clearly were able to get it off like no issues.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's like you got to keep an eye out, because I guess it is like you can get like a ticket or something, or
Illegal, yeah.
certain spots are. I guess some spots they don't give a shit. I don't know.
Did you do it at night time?
I did. It was like evening into the night. Yeah. I definitely waited till later in the day. But yeah, it was super fun. Makes me want to make art just to put up for fun, not just to advertise, not just to be another obnoxious advertisement. That was my balance. I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna make people look at another fucking ad, I'm gonna at least have cool art right next to it, and it paid off.
Yeah.
People are loving that sick art.
Hell
think
yeah,
that's-
brother.
That's great, man. I think that's cool. I mean, it's advertising, but it's like its purest form. You're going around with the paste.
It's true. I'm the one doing it, baby.
You're not like some kind of Bezos bastard. Some kind of Bezos.
Another wannabe Bezos wheat pasting his comic book ad.
We gotta get him off the streets of New York. That man's insane.
Yeah, I think he does the chimneys over on 49th.
I keep seeing him dart into the sewer like a little rat.
Yeah.
God. That did feel like that a little bit. I was fucking bolting out of there every time I put one up. I was like, oh, don't get in trouble. I feel I'm doing a naughty thing.
Bad boy.
Yeah. But I gotta put up like 10 spots of like, I was doing like a dime or a pattern with like 4 posters mixed and matched. And I got probably 20 or so posters left. I'm going to do another round, maybe in another neighborhood or something. We'll see how it goes. See if it does anything
That's
for
so
me.
exciting. We should do one for Gamers Rise Up.
That's a
And
good
it's
idea.
a scratch and sniff of Sam's junk.
That's fun. I like this.
Oh, man.
Hell
we could
yeah.
start releasing, like, you know, those fish, or like the things you put in, and they start as like it's like you put little eggs in the water and they turn into little fish. Sea monkeys.
Yeah.
We could do that. We could sell those, but it's the colonies in my head.
Yeah. It looks like a
Sam
little ant
monkeys.
Sand monkeys, yeah. And it grows up to the
No.
cartoon of it resembles some, like, you know, chubby stoner moron.
Oh, that's a great idea. We'll have your sea monkey flakes. We'll have a lock of Melisandre's hair.
Yes.
I don't know what
I do actually have a
calling card
collection
is.
of my hair. Well, I made business cards in college where I would put a lock of my hair in
Wow.
So funny.
the business
That's genius.
card. And so I want to do it again, but with updated because I switched my username on Instagram. So I would handwrite each card. I made like 100. And
That's awesome.
each one would
That's
have
awesome.
like a 1 out of 100, 2 out of 100.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I want to make like a stamp that I could write, and I don't know what I want to put on it of like for good curses only, or like you might need this.
That's cool.
So I got to figure out what to put on, like to label why I'm putting my hair on the thing. I did it mostly to piss off my teacher in college, but everything I did in college, I was like, "Fuck you, Becky," and she was like, "This is amazing." I'm like, no. Like, I shaved my head on the school picture day. They were supposed to get a photo of all of us taken as like the group of the illustration program. And so I was like, "Becky, can I have the first 5 minutes of class?" And so I shaved my head on the table while Copacabana was playing. And like the whole time I was like, "Fuck you, Becky. Like, I'm going to look gross." And then by the end of it, she's like, "That's like one of the best things that's ever happened in my class." And I'm like, "No, you weren't supposed to like it, Becky."
You became a reverse teacher's pet, like you're against your own will.
You just started like trying to kill her in public, like you like tip over statues and shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, "This is so cool."
Provocative. Yeah, and if you guys ever want to watch that video, it is on my YouTube. My YouTube's just Melisande Osnes. And I have 2 videos. One that's like a video I took on my iPad, and the other is a video that my friend had a VHS video player. And so it's a video of me filming the TV that's playing that video. So if you do want to check it out.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
Sending it in the chat if we can. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
you found it?
Share it.
All right. For those listening, we have a YouTube channel. It is just at Extremely Live on YouTube. Here, I'm going to share it with everybody here so we can.
If
that's cool, Melisande. I don't mean to blow up your spot.
No, if you want to see a college girl go through one of her many psychotic breaks.
All right. Oops. Which one is? I always am confused.
I think you gotta scroll down. That one's pretty recent.
Oh, okay.
I thought I sent the. Oh, hold on.
No, I think I shared the wrong thing.
Well, that video is a testimonial.
I got it.
I didn't want to write the bio of my website, so I just got my mom's friend to make a video of her doing it.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, that's
my
the one.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Melisande, why? Melisande is just shaving her head. Perfectly fine head of hair. Some people would kill for that hair, Melisande.
I mean, I still think I have some.
That's incredible.
Really funny.
It does go on for a while.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how long does it take to shave one's head?
Oh, good amount of time, but less than the song Copacabana. But
oh, it runs out?
That's wild.
The little stereo is one that I got in Tanzania in like a flea market. So it's like barely working.
This does feel, you know what? You should be in this Joker sequel. This is Joker shit. This right
that's
here.
kind of what I'm thinking.
Send this to Todd Phillips. And in addition to masturbating to it, he may just star you in his
Yeah, take me
So-
off my meds and I'll do whatever you want.
Insane.
Quick though, you almost fucking got it all.
Yeah.
I know, I wanted it to be worse because I wanted to look kind of bad for the photo, but it kind of just, I did an okay job.
You're like, you could be in Furiosa. The Mad Max there.
You can skip
Stressed out of
to
like,
the end.
oh shit.
What's
When you're getting stressed out of like, I have to finish this in front of all these people, or was it?
I think
power
that I
through it?
was honestly in a little bit of like a state of not being disassociation hardcore with this girl. She was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it.
God, that's wild.
And yeah. So, and it was like this. Like the next door class heard the song and they were like, what the fuck is going on? And so like a bunch of people just started crawling into the classroom.
That's
and
funny.
they all were witness to Melisande going through a manic episode. Because that is also one of my other hair things I did was, you saw the photos of me having that tonsure. I gave myself a monk haircut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I had like a monk haircut where like the top is bald and there's just like a little line of hair, like a crown.
Yeah.
And I had that for like a month. Whoa,
I'm
two
so sorry.
Sams.
My
Oh,
internet
shit.
went out.
Double Sam. Oh, there
Wow.
I
I was just
so
saying that I had one of those monk haircuts for a while. And
My- That's
that was
fun.
another Melisande break of reality.
When I was a little kid, my older brother gave me a Picard, like similar to the, not quite as extreme as the monk, but like there's just like
But
an
just,
old
like-
man's bald spot.
Yeah. I love that.
It's a good time.
Purposely
God.
making yourself into something you might be in your
Yeah,
late 40s.
it's all fun and
Although
games.
you both got good hair.
Yeah, I've
We-
lucked out.
My brother and I guess we're just not very creative. We didn't give each other haircuts or do any sorts of. We just had a lengthy romantic relationship. That's all I can think of.
As a
Other
bit,
than that,
as a
we're just-
bit.
And I mean, if you get Grand Theft Auto with your brother, you're gonna be sucking his cock. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. It's just a normal. That's why it's the most popular game, GTA 5. It's brother on brother,
Suck fest.
Love.
and the whole time just calling each other like gay slurs and
Yeah.
screaming at each other and crying. Yeah,
And
that
kissing.
was that's kind of what Boyhood was kind of about, I think. I mean, it was just a shared experience a bunch of, guys in North America had. Just, yeah.
And it is crazy that you would kind of intermit you calling each other slurs, gay slurs, and then making out and touching each
And
other,
Yeah. A lot of 69ing, kind of just like normal, Grand
normal
Theft
brother
Auto.
stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Good
Um,
times. Good times.
did you guys play the over the head Grand Theft Auto games on like PlayStation 1?
No, I think I gave it a go, and
Yeah, it didn't look
They're
that
pretty
fun.
boring.
Yeah.
Boring, but I remember thinking that the disc for Grand Theft Auto London looked so cool, but I still knew like there wasn't a good game in there. But I would play it kind of with this sort of false idea of like it's gonna be as cool as the cover, but each time, it's just basically it's like the driving sequence from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but it's like the
Mhm.
whole game.
Speaking of old games, I'm a historian, a collector. I collect ROMs of old games, never to play, just to hold on to.
To keep them in frames.
Exactly. I downloaded the Deadly Creatures ROM for Wii, Sam.
Ooh.
Oh my
Oh my god, the
God.
one with the scorpion.
Yup. So I might be
Dude.
giving that a try in the coming weeks.
Oh, you have to let me know. Can I just come
That's
over and
fucking
watch?
awesome.
Yeah, sure. Sam wants to start streaming games. Maybe that could be
We
could
so should.
that'd be
I think
fun.
that'd be fun as hell.
Like just do old ass games.
It'd be fun even if like we just watched one of you play.
Yeah. I'm down.
Whoa.
You all right?
Yeah, my ice cube exploded.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there's little droplets on my leg.
What?
It got so
Damn.
excited hearing you talk about streaming.
Yeah. She popped.
That's
Happened
crazy.
in a girl's vagina. That can't happen. Where women are so aroused just by a man's musk, and it's going to be
They
a bunch
pop.
of times. Their pussy pops is like a squirt ball, and it shoots
Yeah.
out.
Squirt ball.
It's actually really embarrassing for them, but if you're a good dude, you'll just act like you've been there and just pretend it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta
But no,
treat
yeah,
them like
we should-
queens, man. You just gotta
Yeah, you
treat
gotta
them
treat
like a
them like
queen.
Squirt ball? I mean, that's embarrassing.
Speaking of squirting, though, I'll be right back. I gotta pee so bad.
Go for it. Go for
Take it back. It's not pee.
It's like she leaves. We're like, so we both know it's not really pee, right? We know it's not.
Do you want to tell her, or do I gotta tell
I
her?
mean,
It's really
I think we should-
viscous. It's not possible.
the videos. There's a certain female performer that I watch that has assured me on multiple occasions.
When I
We-
paid money to talk to her, she told me.
I give her a script explaining it, and she reads it back to me as truth. That's good enough for me, man. It's like in that movie I, Tanya, where she says everyone makes up their own truth. It's like the same thing. But yeah, we should
It's
stream.
literally exactly like I, Tanya.
I honestly consider that movie like a college degree. Like when people ask me, why I've been at Jersey Mike so long, and I tell them, well, I saw I, Tanya, so I don't think I need to do anything else. But we should
boy.
stream worms.
Oh yeah.
We should stream. I mean, we could stream everything. We could do audience requests, but god damn, I'd love to just start,
Going
in our
ham
little
on the
gamer
games.
stories in the gold.
Oh, yeah. Because I feel like also there was one time. Are we talking about streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because when it was just Sam and I playing Minecraft this one time, we killed some of those pillagers.
Oh.
And we didn't realize that if you go to a town with the little like maybe like 3 minutes after you kill some of the pillagers, then there's going to be a raid.
Whoa.
And it fucked us up. And I was going to steal some of the villagers to repopulate our village because I think they all kind of died.
Yeah.
And we had a mass murder of all of these villagers because we brought in the fact that we kind of killed this group of pillagers. And it was so intense. It was just like me and Sam dying and running from our house where we spawned to go try and pick up all of the shit that we dropped and quickly equip weapons and armor so that we could fight these other guys. And I was so sad that all of the villagers had died.
Damn.
But then we found one that was in the bottom of a crevice.
In a
and
baby
I saved
gaper.
him. in a little
was-
baby gaper.
I mean, despite this one survivor, it honestly just reminded me of Columbine. I mean, it was. I was just thinking, this is like Columbine, that shooting specifically, all over.
Yeah.
And actually, we
Easily
found a
it's
villager's
devastating.
notebook. Easily. Yeah.
Damn, this sounds like an
Villagers left a
awesome
notebook
movie
behind.
that should have been streamed.
Well, also, I think that maybe you'll do it, or maybe I'll do it. We should make an Instagram.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because I did make a video, and I'm gonna speed it up, of me like trying to get this villager to come up back to the town from this crevice, because he was like just stuck, just trying to go up a wall, and I was like, that's not gonna work, my guy. And so I had to like wall him into this stairway that I was building, but I would accidentally like hit him with my pickaxe, and he'd get kind of mad. And so it was just me and this one villager, and I really feel like we connected. But I want to make it into a video, and so we should have an Instagram. One, so we can like show off all of the cool drawings and stuff, the diagrams that I just made about,
Hell yeah.
and I could give a tour of all the cool stuff I've done in Minecraft.
I'm down. Do you, if you make it and share the password, we could all just post little stuff. I could start posting the social media clips there too.
Well, and also
Sure.
we could make a real not Sam's work email for all of our cool,
This is
all of
true.
the people that want to
If
DM
there are any
us
like,
questions.
but as a caveat to that, if there are any female people gamers trying to reach out to me, continue. You can keep. Don't worry about that. Don't.
Oh, well, yeah, he'll have the password for sure. And I won't even look at the attached images. If it just
Yeah.
says for Sam and an attached image, I won't look. Micah won't look.
Yeah.
Sam's eyes
Just
only.
please label it for Sam's eyes
Yeah.
only in the subject line.
And
Yeah.
if it
And
is, if it's labeled for Melisand's eyes only, it's still gonna be just Sam that looks at the photo.
Yeah. The thing is if you want to send me your feet, or I mean, like, if you want to call into the show, just if you're a female user out there, continue to use that email. That's all I'm saying.
There's so many
Absolutely.
females listening to this show, I'm sure.
And if I haven't gotten to your message yet, that was a thinly veiled request to have sex. It's just because I'm really busy and do a lot of cool shit all the time.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He is doing cool shit all the time.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Well,
do you like this necklace too?
was that a guitar pick?
Yeah, it's a golden guitar pick that says live life out loud.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Well,
So
I feel like that's a good place to wrap up. It's a good little little spiel. You guys got anything you
can
want
we
to
talk about the song?
Oh, yeah. So I generated the first piece of AI anything I've made was my friend of mine was sending around silly AI songs he made. I was like, you know what? I bet I can get a good Gamers Rise Up theme out of it. And I generated a new metal anthem about gamers overtaking a corrupt government and creating a better future for all gamers. The name of the song is Gamers Rise Up, and it's going to be our new theme song. In fact, you probably already heard it because I'm going to make it for this exact episode and all going forward. There's two versions, so maybe I'll do the full. The second, there's the site gives you like options for each prompt, and
That's so considerate of him.
yeah, absolutely. And the second one, it's not as fun as the one I sent you guys, but the lyrics are way more like legible and clear. So maybe I'll do the better one up top, like a cut down fast version of the one up top, and then I'll play it out at the end, or play out the other one at the end.
Can you choose genres, or is it only new metal?
No, you can. It's pretty wild. That website's
okay.
nuts.
Send me that
yeah,
website.
It should be in the chat. I think I put it in there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's the first AI tool that I was like, all right, this is fun, because never in a million years would I spend any amount of time like recording a new metal like theme song for our podcast. Yeah. But like the fact that I could just make a dumb machine do it, and it did something that was pretty funny, honestly, that made me happy.
Oh, awesome. I'm gonna make so many songs.
Yeah, I was like, for the listeners, before we started the show, I was talking about a friend who is convinced nobody will ever put any effort to make art anymore. They'll all just be doing AI, which I think is absolutely absurd. But I sent him a song I made of him where it's literally just using his name over and over again, saying he moved to Connecticut looking for love, but all the women suck and all this shit. It's like, you can like, it's honestly, speaking of bullies, it's a perfect tool for bullying. So if you want to generate a song to bully someone at your school, it's a great tool for that.
In fact, we're challenging 10 young listeners under the age of 16 to do this to their very own nemesis.
Gamers Rise Up has
crying.
Gamers Rise Up has single-handedly taught you a new way to bully and how to get rid of your underage identifying marks so you can fuck married men.
You're welcome. Right.
This is your resource for hot gamer news. This is the place that you know that you're there because you can smell it.
Exactly. It's the only gaming podcast that you can smell. Perfectly put, Sam.
If you have ever rage quit Zelda Twilight Princess, hit the Wiimote on the TV, and uttered something kind of anti-Semitic to your mom in protest, this is the podcast for you. Okay? If you have ever been caught masturbating at work, okay, and fired for it, aka if you're a victim of capitalism, this is the podcast.
If you're mentally ill and a victim of capitalism, this is for you.
You're in the right place.
Absolutely.
All those jokers.
Just lay down your sword and join us. Join the brotherhood of gaming that is Gamers Rise Up.
Gamers Rise Up.
Lord. All right. This is fun. You got anything you want to share before we go off into the evening?
No, but you guys talk about comic books all the time, so I'm gonna read.
Ooh, I'm curious about that. It's very popular.
I'll let you know next episode whether it's worth it or not.
Hell yeah. Spy X Family. Is that how you say it? Spy X Family, or is it just Spy Family?
I think it's just Spy Family.
I think so too. Because that apparently Hunter X Hunter is just Hunter Hunter. They don't pronounce the X.
I've always
me too. I still say it, even though I know it's supposedly wrong.
Yeah. Well, I got it from my friend who I'm in a band with.
Cool.
Shout out Ryan, and he got it from the Brooklyn Public Library. So if you in like a couple weeks want to read it, I might return it for him.
Sick.
Maybe.
Fuck yeah.
But other than that, you know, just
Maslow.xyz for your toys.
Yeah, Maslow.xyz for our toys, and Melisson Osnes for cool shaving head videos.
There you go. Sam, you got anything to share?
Nope, guys, just remember you're not alone out there. Okay. If you've been accused of something, okay, in quotation marks for our libertarian radio only listeners, we are your advocates. We are the last line of defense.
Absolutely. If you'd like to read a very fun comic book, a comedy anthology, check out orangeflavor.fun. There's all sorts of fun stuff on there. There's a print edition you can order. There's a pay what you want, even $0 digital edition you can check out.
It's so good.
Sign up for the newsletter. Hang out. Have some fun.
It's worth it. It's great.
Thank you.
Take
and now
it
there's
from me.
posters out in the wild to prove it, baby. Sweet. Let's make a Gamers Rise Up Instagram. Let's get famous off of our gaming podcast. Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's stop
Let's
dicking
figure
around.
out how we can.
Yeah,
Let's figure out how we can get that Enderman trap to work for just young women. Let's get that figured out. We won't, we don't want to kill them. We just want to
Wife them up.
Listen
We
to us
just
for
want
5
to
minutes.
trap them in a tunnel. An elaborate tunnel.
I want to capture a waifu in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
All
right.
Once they make a skin of a waifu, we'll trap her.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
just dress all of the creepers up like waifus, and they'll just come running.
We'll fuck them bareback. Their little
Yeah.
legs over our heads.
Bareback.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I haven't heard that term in forever. Good. All right. Let's get out of here.
All right,
It's a
on
beautiful day.
that note.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye.
Peace.